Good morning, students. Last in the chapter, why do we fall ill? We have discussed about the infectious disease and its agents. Today we will learn that how this infectious disease spread. So they are mainly spread through some agents which are commonly moved from one person to another person by different means. Now, as they can be spreaded by different means, that's why they are called the communicable diseases. Now, they are spread through the air, water, sexual act, and animals, or also called the vectors. So, first one is about the ear. So, this occurs through when little droplets from the infected person comes out when he sneezes or coughs, and if a person is standing nearby, that he breathe in, and then the microbes enter the fresh body and cause the infection. This mainly causes the common cold, that is airborne diseases are the common cold, pneumonia, or the tuberculosis. Mainly this airborne diseases spread when the living place is very much crowded. Second one is that is the water. So this occurs if the excreta from the someone suffering from the infectious gut disease is mixed up with the drinking water, and that is taken up by the people residing nearby. So mainly this type of disease causes that is causing by the water that is the cholera. So that time they enter to the new host, and then this cholera causing bacteria, they spread in that person. So mainly such type of disease spread in the absence of the safe drinking water. Next one is the sexual act. So sexual act is one of the closest physical contact between the two persons, and mainly this type of disease are the syphilis or the AIDS. Now this AIDS is actually caused not only by the sexual contact, but also it is spread from the infectious person, that is from blood to blood contact, or from the infected mother's body to the baby's body during the pregnancy, or during the breastfeeding. Now this sexual contact is not just a normal casual contact like the hugging or the wrestling or handshaking. Next is that is the animals or the vectors. So we live in the world where there is more number of creatures are there. So this creatures, actually the animals, they transmit many diseases. So these animals carry the infecting agents from the sick person to another potential host, and these animals, thus the intermediaries, are called the vectors. Most common vector is the mosquito, and in many species of mosquito, the female needs nutritious food in the form of blood, for laying the mature eggs, and that they get from the warm-blooded animals, including us also. So next is the organ specific and tissue specific manifestation. So this disease causing microbes enter the body through the different means, but where do they go? As you know that microbes are very small and the body is very large, so they can go to any place where there is tissue or the organs. So different species of the microbes seem to evolve in different parts of the body, and this part, the selection of this part is connected to the point of entry. So if they enter from the ear via the nose and goes to the lungs, then it can this can be seen in case of bacteria causing tuberculosis. If that enters through the mouth, so it can go to the gut lining, and like in case of typhoid causing bacteria, or they can go to the liver also, like in case of virus causing jaundice. but always this is not the case. Sometimes like in case of HIV, that comes into the body through the sexual organs via the and then they will spread to the limbs, lymph nodes, to all parts of the body. Then there are malaria causing microbes are also there, like which occurs through the mosquito bite, and then they will go to the liver, then to the blood cells, red blood cells. There are virus causing Japanese fever or brain fever. They will similarly enter through the mosquito bite, and then they will go to the brain. So the sign and symptoms of a disease will depend on the tissue or the organ which the microbe targets. So in if the lungs are in the target, then there will be, we can see the breathlessness or the cough. If the liver is the target, then we can observe the jaundice. If the brain is the target, then we can observe the symptoms like the headache, vomiting, fit or unconsciousness. So in addition to this tissue specific effects of infection, there are some other common effects too. Most of the common effects actually depend on the fact that the body's immune system is activated in response to the infection. So in that area, that an active immune system recruits many cells to that infected part so that they can kill the microbes. This recruitment process is called inflammation, and the effect of this inflammation is the swelling or pain or sometimes fever also. So in some cases, the tissue specificity of the infection leads to some general seeming symptoms, general seeming effects. Like in case of HIV infection, the virus goes to the immune system and damages its function. So thus many of the effects of HIV AIDS are because of the body can no longer fight against the this microbes, that is the infection, which we already face in everyday's life. So instead, what happens is small cold can become a pneumonia, or a small infection in the gut can cause diarrhea even with the blood loss. So ultimately with this infection the persons die. So it is important also to remember that there is number of microbes, how many number of microbes are there in the body. If it is small, it will be minor or unnoticed symptom, or if it is more, then the symptom will be that is the disease will be life threatening. So the immune system is the major factor that determines the number of microbes surviving in the body. So next we will learn about the principles of treatment and the prevention.